Thank you so much for listening on a Friday morning. We've got a special guest right now joining us. I'm sure you've probably heard of the United Way, but there are a lot of people that have heard of it, but they don't necessarily know, what is that? You know, somebody comes in and asks us to donate some money to it. We do that, but where does that money go? And one of the people that we're going to talk to over the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk to several people, but today we're going to talk to Sarah Jennings. She's with AARP, but she's also the chair of the Senior Impact Program for United Way. Sarah, how are you today?
I am fantastic.
Well,
we're be better. It's Friday, right?
Yeah, we're excited to chat with you because you're our first guest, so you're the guinea pig on this, Sarah.
Oh boy! All right, I'll try to represent well then.
What we're trying to do is make sure that people understand when they make a contribution to United Way, the idea is to let them know, where do the funds go? And you guys have some great programs for seniors. You said you have like 8 or 9 senior programs and 4 agencies. So when people are making a contribution, this helps people of all ages, but we're going to talk to you specifically about the seniors. What are some of the programs that are impacted by this?
That's right. Well, you know, the great thing about United Way and the way that they look at programs around the community and try to make decisions about which to fund is, number one, we really look at the need. So what are the needs facing seniors in our community and the surrounding communities around Sioux Falls? And then the second way, what are the best ways we can meet that, and how can we support organizations that will meet that? So some of the needs that we really look at on the seniors team, if you think about yourself or maybe your parents or your grandparents, everybody really wants to live independently as we age, but there are challenges to that, right? So, whether it's making sure you can put a good meal on the table, whether you can get to your doctor's appointments, whether you can just stay connected to the communities, those are all challenges that we all face as we age. And we on the Seniors Impact Team, which, as you said, we're a group of volunteers, we look at those needs, and then we look at the applications that we get each year and try to make sure that we're making decisions that will put those funds to the best places that are going to really help meet the needs of seniors.
And
some examples?
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's get some examples.
Yeah, so, when I mentioned the challenge for some folks of just getting good, nutritious food. Well, over at Active Generations, they run our senior nutrition program for the 4-county area that United Way serves, and I think this number is pretty phenomenal. Last year, in 2015, they served 224,883 meals.
Wow.
And that's through both people going to the sites around town where you can eat with your friends, meet up and have a meal and kind of do some socializing. But that's also through a really important program called Meals on Wheels, which are those home delivered meals. Again, they rely on volunteers to deliver those meals every day to seniors across our community, and that is just one way that people can stay in their homes a little longer because they can count on, getting that nutritious meal delivered to them.
That is such a great program, and that's one of the many things that you guys do. Again, visiting right now with Sarah Jennings, and she's on the for United Way. She's the chair of the Senior Impact Team. And you've got other programs that you guys are helping to fund as well. What are some other examples of things you do there, Sarah?
Yeah, that's right. Another challenge, 13% of seniors in our state are living with Alzheimer's disease, and there's more that, are having some sort of dementia. And a really neat program that started through the United Way program by, using support from the United Way was proposed by Active Generations, and it's this idea called Kaylee College Adult Day Services here in Sioux Falls. And it's a place where adults with Alzheimer's and dementia can go in a home setting, which we know from research is really the type of environment that's going to do best for people that are, having those sorts of challenges with Alzheimer's and dementia. And they, offer services from medication administration to bathing to socialization activities and caregiver support. And it's kind of a one of a kind in South Dakota that we're hoping will be a model and will be able to expand in years to come, because the outcomes that they've had of these patients are just, they really warm your heart when you go and visit the place and just find out the progress, how much happier these people are in this setting. And, the other benefit to that, something I think about a lot are caregivers. And there's so many caregivers across our state and in Sioux Falls and the surrounding communities of Sioux Falls. And just, as a caregiver, being able to take your loved one to a place like Kaylee Cottage and know they're going to be happy and well taken care of all day long is really peace of mind for a caregiver. That is sort of another benefit of the program that, again, United Way has supported through the seniors team.
Sarah, I appreciate you taking some time to chat with us about the wonderful things you guys do, and I know you do way more than just the two that we've talked about. If people would like to contribute to United Way, maybe they are not currently contributing, but they'd like to contribute, how easy is it to contribute to the United Way?
You know, it's really easy. You can go on their website and find out ways to contribute. And then each fall, you know, a lot of times through employers, there's going to be a United Way fund drive as well. And that's another way you can contribite. But on their website at any time, they'd be happy to take donations. And, and again, the reason I volunteer for United Way and the reason I give to United Way is because I just know the process that goes through every time a dollar is given to an organization in our community to help meet a need. It is a really vigorous process for all of these organizations to go through to even apply for the funds. And then, we have these impact teams, and again, I'm chairing the seniors team, where a group of volunteers from across the community look at these applications. We go on site visits. We talk to the leadership and oftentimes the volunteers from the organizations and ask a lot of questions to make sure that the funds that we are considering giving to these organizations are going to really be well spent. And to us, that means help people, and that means meet these needs and make life better for everyone in Sioux Falls. And so I can't say enough about how United Way really does take every dollar and thinks very hard about how to spend it to best meet the needs of our community.
If you'd like to contribute, I'll give you the website. It's pretty simple. SEUW. That stands for Sioux Empire United Way. SEUW.org. I'm going to throw a link on our Facebook page as well to make it really easy for you to find. Sarah, Thank you again so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for volunteering to help with United Way. It means a lot.
Absolutely. I love doing it. So I just appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You do the same. If you'd like to donate or if you'd like to volunteer, I see the volunteer button on the page too. Go to the website, SEUW. That stands for Sioux Empire United Way, SEUW.org. Thanks for listening on a Friday.